Alright, hi. You're talking with Suraj, and welcome to KRW. Today we will review credit cards. Let's focus on credit cards, which are usually the entry level cards. The purpose why we are focusing on entry level credit cards is because most of us spend on day to day activities like shopping, dining, traveling, maybe go for a movie. An entry level credit card is like a jackknife. So if you have it in your pocket, most probably it's going to help you to save a ton of money. Now, all of you will be thinking, what are my credentials to advise you on credit cards? So, I am into banking and financial services industry from last 6 to 7 years, and I have majorly worked with credit card product in different streams and different ways and forms. My job has allowed me to work around credit cards. So, based on my experience, I think these are some of the best entry level credit cards. So, before talking about entry level credit cards in 2025, I think we can step back a little bit. There were days not long ago when banks used to offer entry level credit cards with a host of benefits. So, let's suppose you have just started doing a job and you have been offered an entry level credit card by a bank where your salary account is open. Let's suppose you have been offered a Yes Bank credit card. Based on your salary account with them, whatever entry level credit card has been offered to you, mostly the cards which were offered by banks earlier in the days were free. So basically, you did not have to pay any fee for the card. We used to get a lot of airport lounge accesses, dining benefits, travel benefits. Most probably, we used to get a lot of freebies as well, a lot of discount vouchers on a lot of products, and the cards used to be truly lifetime free. But those days are gone. The returns have been diminishing. So in today's time, it's very important to choose a right entry level credit card, because we also have to factor in if we convert those transactions to EMIs later on and how much will be the charges. Before talking about entry level credit cards, we really need to think that what kind of users are we, and what kind of returns we want on the cards. So by the kind of users, I mean, are you someone who uses the card a lot offline, for dining outside, for traveling, for paying at shops, local stores near you? Or are you someone who uses the card for ordering stuff at home? Or are you someone who uses the card for utility payments? Or maybe you are someone who just wants to earn and hold a lot of points and use those points later on, right? Now, let's get into what kind of returns you can expect from a credit card. Number one, points. The reward points are a very important part of credit card. Reward points decide how a credit card can be used by a user. So let's suppose you are using a credit card which offers you one reward point on every 50 rupees. Now, if you spend 50,000 rupees in a month, most probably you are going to get 1,000 reward points if there is no capping. That's the earn part, right? But how you are going to use those points depends upon the catalog of the bank. So what catalog do they offer to use the reward points? So some banks will offer you one reward point on 50 rupees and other banks will offer you one reward point on 100 rupees. If you spend 50,000 in a month, if you spend on card A, you get 1000 reward points. But if you spend on card B, you get 500 reward points on spending of 50,000. Now, obviously, card B looks less lucrative. What if I say that the reward points which you have earned on card A are of no use because they do not have tie-ups with any catalogs like Amazon, Flipkart to redeem the reward points, and the cash conversion ratio of those points to cover your card charges is actually on the lower side. Now, let's talk about card B. And in card B, let's suppose you have earned 500 reward points on spending 50,000 on it. Maybe the card is much better because they have better tie-ups, they have better redemption options, they have better value per point. So we have to think from a very holistic point of view. So let's suppose you are someone who is actually a student or a first-time person in the job market and are actually trying to build a credit score instantly and smartly. First credit card which we are going to talk about is Axis Ace credit card. Now, Axis Bank Ace credit card is one of the best credit cards which you can look out for as a beginner, because it is actually focused towards both online and offline usage. I'll tell you how. If you're someone who spends on Google Pay for paying your utility bills, recharges, and any other kind of payments to any vendors, you will get a flat 5% cashback on using the Axis Ace credit card. For offline spends, it gives you a clear 2% cashback right out of the gate. 4% cashback on Swiggy, Zomato, and Ola. So, some of the more popular brands, 4% cashback is offered by Axis Ace credit card. Annual fee of the card is around 500 rupees and it gets waived off on spending 2 lakhs on the credit card. If you are paying bills and you're using the card offline, it's a strong contender. Now, like Axis had a Google Pay tie-up, we have an Amazon Pay ICICI Bank credit card. It's one of a kind credit card, has been launched in the industry a few years back and still holds its value because of a strong tie-up with Amazon. Let me explain why. Amazon Pay ICICI credit card offers 5% cashback on Amazon transactions. Not just that, but sometimes on some products there are exclusive discounts when you use Amazon Pay ICICI credit card on Amazon. If you are not a Prime user, you get 3% cashback, but you can always use your friend's Prime to use the card and get additional 2% discount. Now it has a set of partner merchants, so it offers 2% discount on using the card at partner merchants offline. So it does not have tie-up with all the partners like Axis Bank Ace credit card. It has tie-up with certain partners to offer 2%, and at rest of the partners, 1% cashback on the credit card. The card is lifetime free and has no annual fee. Now, how to obtain this card? I have an Amazon Pay ICICI credit card and I started with a basic ICICI credit card which offered me a good limit, and then I took Amazon Pay ICICI credit card as a floater card. Now, the first question which will come to your mind would be, what's a floater card? So, floater card is a card which uses the limit of your base credit card. So if you have taken one credit card from one bank, if you have taken an entry-level ICICI credit card because you have a salary account with them, and let's suppose the limit of the card is 1 lakh rupees, you can ask the bank to offer you Amazon Pay ICICI credit card, or you can log into Amazon and you will see a banner there most of the times to apply for Amazon Pay ICICI credit card from there itself. When you enter your mobile number, it automatically identifies that you already have an ICICI bank credit card, and based on your relationship, it offers you a floater card if your CIBIL and everything else is fine. It's a good value proposition, especially if you are someone who uses Amazon. But we have still not talked about the most OP card in this list, which we will talk about in a bit. Now, if you are someone who is into HDFC ecosystem, because it's one of the biggest private banks in the world, and you have a salaried account with HDFC or a savings account with HDFC, and you are someone who wants a little bit extra as well in the form of lounge accesses and exclusive HDFC discounts with Apple and other brands, you can go with HDFC Millennia credit card. Now, Millennia is not an entry-level credit card. There are other entry-level credit cards before Millennia, but those don't offer much value. If you are someone who has a salary of more than 50,000 in hand, or if you have an ITR of more than 6.5 lakhs, HDFC Millennia can easily be acquired, and sometimes you can get the card complimentary as well. Now, talking about lifetime free cards, we will talk about it in some another video, and whenever I will make that video, I will link it up in the description. But for now, let's focus on HDFC Millennia credit card. HDFC Millennia has some partners like Amazon, Flipkart, Swiggy, Myntra, Zomato, where you get 5% cashback. The cashback comes in the form of reward points, but the catch is you cannot spend on those partners directly to get the cashback. You will have to go through the HDFC online portal, which is called Smart Buy. So whenever you have any HDFC credit card, you will have access to their rewards portal by the name of Smart Buy. Whenever you go to Smart Buy, you will see options where you get these additional reward points, and you will have to go through Smart Buy to these portals to make your purchases, and you will get 5% cashback. I know it's a little tedious. That is the reason Millennia is not the most OP card in the list which we are talking about. Millennia also offers 1% cashback on any other expenses, be it online or offline. The card has an annual fee of 1000 rupees, which can be waived off if you spend 1 lakh on the credit card, which is actually a relatively smaller amount if you're someone who uses the card judiciously. They also offer a very similar welcome offer. So how HDFC works usually is that whatever fee you pay on the card, you get vouchers of exactly the same amount back for getting those cards. So if you have paid 1000 for Millennia, you will get rupees 1000 worth of vouchers back. Now, the major pitfall of HDFC Millennia is that the cashback is not credited as a cashback but as cash points. Cash points is HDFC's own internal pseudo currency. So that's that. So how you are going to redeem those cash points is something which we will talk about later. You can redeem these cash points for flights, hotels, or statement credit. So like HDFC has a smart buy portal to earn points, they have a separate portal to redeem points, and you can redeem these points against flights, hotels, or covering your card charges. It comes with some terms and conditions, so you cannot use the points entirely to use these benefits, and that is the reason HDFC Millennia is a good credit card if you want lounge access as well, but it's not the best card. The only positive additional benefit which I see with HDFC Millennia credit card is that once you have started building relationship with HDFC by using this credit card, you will be offered better credit cards, namely Regalia Gold, Diners Black, and maybe the most OP card which HDFC offers, HDFC Infinia. But it is not dependent upon just using the card, but also on your increasing income, your payment pattern, and your other relationships with HDFC Bank in the form of bank accounts, loans, etc. Now, like Amazon Pay ICICI credit card, HDFC also has a floater card which can be taken as an independent card as well, which is called HDFC Tata Neu Plus or Tata Neu Infinity credit card. This card has been introduced a few years back, and the value proposition of this card is that this card will be offered as a floater card to existing HDFC card members. So basically, as a floater card, you can share the limit, or if you are someone who wants this card exclusively, you can apply independent for this card as well. But on Tata partners, namely Chroma, Air India, Big Basket, you get additional cashbacks and discount. You get 2% as new coins on Tata brands, and if you are a Tata Neu member, you get additional 2 to 3% reward points. Now, why I'm not paying much attention to this card is because this card also comes into the pitfalls with other HDFC card, which was Millennia, was that these cashbacks do not come back as real cash value, but these cashbacks also come as new coins, which are pseudo currency for the Tata Neu cards. Tata Neu Plus does not have any lounge access, but if you can get your hands on Tata Neu Infinity, it offers 12 airport lounge accesses domestically, and there is no spend criteria for those lounge accesses. Now, Tata Neu Infinity is not an entry-level credit card because Tata Neu Infinity can only be offered if your base credit card has a higher limit. On the higher limit, you can get a floater Tata Neu Infinity card. Or if you want Tata Neu Infinity as an independent card, your salary or your business income should be on relatively higher side. But the value which Tata Neu Infinity provides is great if you are someone who shops on Tata brands and who uses airport lounge benefit. Similarly, like HDFC Millennia, the fee of Tata Neu Plus, the entry level card, is 499 rupees, and you get 499 new coins back as a welcome offer. Alright, now let's talk about the top 2 cards which are entry level and which will offer you some of the best value and are actually hidden gems. Now, before talking about these cards, let's talk about the priority of benefits which you should look for. Whenever you go for a entry level credit card, the biggest value which you should see should not be lounge access or other benefits or any buy one get one free benefit, but the return on the spends which you have done on the card. I'm assuming that if you're going for an entry-level credit card, you are going to use it for your day-to-day expenses, for your lifetime important expenses, and maybe for a little bit of leisure. As a rule of thumb, a credit card expense should not exceed your day-to-day life expenses. So whatever expenses you are going to do through your bank account, through your debit card, only those expenses should be put on a credit card, which means you should have the money to pay your credit card bills the very next month. There should not be any revolving credit. You should not move your credit to the next month. Now, assuming that a credit card user is only going to spend the money which he has, the best return on a credit card is a cashback. And as an industry standard, 5% is the highest ever cashback you can get on a credit card. Now, banks have different ways of giving these cashbacks. Some banks give you reward points, but when you redeem these reward points, you get a return between 1% to 5%. But the most OP credit card of this list is the SBI Cashback credit card. Now, this is an entry-level credit card and SBI is not issuing it to a lot of people because of the demand which is there on a credit card. But this card offers 5% cashback on every online spend. That's right, you heard it right. Every online spend. So basically, if you're buying from Amazon or Myntra or Swiggy or any third party website or any portal which you have seen on Instagram, and you have seen such some viral t-shirt there, on every expense you will get 5% cashback, even on pre-discounted products, even the flight tickets which you book, because it offers such a phenomenal value. So if you have spent 1 lakh on SBI cashback credit card in a month, which includes your groceries, your travel expenses, your PlayStation games, anything, you get 5% cashback on the card, which is 5,000 rupees per month. So if you have spent 1 lakh per month in 12 months, 12 lakh rupees you have spent on the card, you get 5% cashback on 12 lakhs which you have spent, which is around 60,000 rupees. Just for reference, people spend this much amount of money on super premium credit cards and they are happy to get a single flight ticket free. But 60,000 rupees can fetch you multiple flight tickets. It is one of the most OP credit cards. Now, a couple of things to take care of. Number one, it does not come with any lounge access. Number two, offline reward points are not that great. And number three, the card comes with a little bit lower limit, even if your CIBIL is on the good side. The fee of the card is 999 plus taxes, and on spend of 1 lakh rupee in a year, the fee gets waived off. Personally, for myself, in last 1.5 years I've used the card. I have saved more than 30 to 35,000 rupees on the card, and I have been spending on the card only on my day-to-day expenses, which are online expenses. Now, the number one card which comes in this list, which is an entry-level credit card, which is the OP of all the credit cards, is the American Express Membership Reward Credit Card. Usually when we think about American Express, the biggest question which comes is these are expensive cards and these are not accepted anywhere. But trust me, if you are someone who stays in a tier 1 or a tier 2 city and you spend mostly online or offline on reputed partners, Memberships Reward Credit Card is one of the best credit cards which you can buy. And I'll tell you the reason why. On every 4 transactions which are 1500 rupees and above, you receive bonus reward points which are 1000. Once you spend 20,000 rupees on the Memberships Reward Credit Card in a month, you receive another 1000 bonus reward points. The base reward structure of the card is also really great. On every 50 rupees spent, you earn 1 reward point. So basically, theoretically speaking, if you spend 20,000 on the card, and in those 20,000 you have 4 transactions above 1500 rupees on the card, you earn more than 2000 reward points. Additional benefit, if you are going up for fueling, HPCL fueling attracts zero surcharge. And it's not that kind of zero surcharge where your credit card gets charged and then it gets reversed, but the GST is not reversed. Here, the charge is not even put on your card. So you don't even have to pay the GST. The card comes with a high joining fee. By high, I mean, some of the cards in this list are actually free or 1000 rupees, but it comes with a little bit high joining fee. But you can waive off the joining fee by using their member benefits. So if any friend of yours is a member of American Express, they can refer you for a Memberships Reward Credit Card. And if they refer you, you earn substantial reward points and the joining fee is reduced by some amount. And on initial spends on the card, you earn bonus reward points. Just for reference, when I joined, on initial 20,000 spends, I was able to earn around 7,000 to 8,000 reward points because of clubbing of all these benefits. But this is not where it ends. American Express is known for its huge catalog of redemptions. You can basically use these points in any way possible, and these points don't even expire. So if you want to use these points to book travel, you can move these to travel partners. If you want to use these points to book flights, you can do that. If you want to convert these points to Amazon vouchers, it offers a great value in the 18 karat and 24 karat collection. So 18 karat and 24 karat is their own internal branding, but basically you can redeem 18,000 points straight for 6,000 rupees worth of Amazon voucher and 24,000 points straight for 8,000 rupees worth of Amazon voucher. It's great value, and these are not Amazon shopping vouchers, these are Amazon Pay wallet vouchers. You can keep collecting the points and use these points for booking your international flights and hotels. And if you search online, you will see a lot of examples where people have fueled their domestic and international travel, hotels, destinations with American Express points. Joining fee can be offset if someone refers you. This is one of those cards which gives you a lot of return for the fee which you are paying. Their customer service is really top notch and you don't have to wait much. Now talking about which card you should actually take. I think in today's time, one card will not do the trick. If you are someone who spends offline and prefers cashback directly, I think Axis Ace credit card is really great because it gives you 2% flat cashback on offline spends. I think American Express card is also good because it covers one very important parameter, which is fuel expenses, where surcharges are usually 1 to 1.5% plus GST, but this card actually covers those charges. So if you are fueling your bike or your car and your fuel expenses are somewhere between 3 to 5,000 per month, you are saving good amount here. Plus the reward catalog is really amazing. And if you are spending on 4 transactions of 1500 each, which is basically any kind of party, any kind of offline spends, any kind of purchase online, you get additional 1000 bonus reward points. If you're someone who spends online, Amazon Pay ICICI credit card offers amazing value, and SBI cashback credit card is the GOAT. While I will strongly recommend going for SBI cashback credit card, but for some reason if your application does not go through, for the Amazon Pay ICICI credit card. HDFC Millennia credit card is a jack of all trades. I think you should look into the card, understand the benefits from the branch. Please do not apply this card online. You will see a lot of benefits online, but there are a lot of cases online where people were offered the card lifetime free, but they were charged the fee after some time. I will recommend going to the branch and applying the HDFC credit card and checking with the branch if you will be charged the fee or not. Usually when you visit the branch, they also offer you additional benefits, such as on activation of the card, you receive additional 250 rupees worth of voucher, and your branch relationship is also built. And if you are using the Millennia credit card for longer durations, you get additional benefits like their special Insta loans and jumbo loans, which are basically one-click loans which you get against your credit card at a very low rate of interest and during end of the month at almost zero processing fee. This is a great option which comes only with HDFC Millennia credit card, and other banks also offer the same, but there is some or the other documentation which is required. So you can go for a combination of multiple credit cards. I personally keep SBI cashback credit card for my all online spends and American Express membership reward credit card for my offline spends. Wherever American Express does not work, I have kept a Kotak PVR Platinum credit card. It is a mid-tier credit card and offers 2 movie tickets worth 800 rupees on spending of 10,000 rupees on the card. Now a couple of things to take care of when you are going to take any of the credit cards. Number 1, do not spend more than what you have. Always have money as a backup to pay the exact bill which you are spending. Number 2, use aggregator apps like Cred, Paytm, so that they can fetch the credit card bills from your registered email address and you do not miss any credit card bill. Number 3, set up auto debit so that you are not charged any late fee. At least for your safety, set up an auto debit with minimum amount due option enabled. This ensures even if you miss to pay the credit card bill due to any uncertainty, the minimum amount is debited from your account and your credit is not hit. Tell me in the comments what you are looking for in a credit card. Do you want to know more about co-branded credit cards, airport lounge based credit cards, or any other benefits which you want me to compare on the same? Please like and subscribe the video and share it with your friends who are confused about which credit cards to take. I will also be replying to the queries in the comment section here, so please feel free to leave a comment down there. I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much.